Welcome, everybody, to the Miss Phins Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Of course, as always, I brought this special little gem, this superhuman, literally superhuman. I don't know how she does it. She's everywhere. But really, one of the best definitions of what it is to be a Miami Dolphins fan, on and off the field. And I wanted to go ahead and talk to her because this weekend we all have a great event. I wanted to talk about it. I want her to talk about her experience in the Super Bowl and everything. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the one, the only, Miss Lisa.
Yay! You're making me cry. I'm backstage like I'm gonna have a what an
It's the
introduction.
truth.
What an introduction. Thank you so much.
Every word is true.
I need to thank you so much for having me on. It's an honor to be on. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your kind words.
Oh, well, honestly,
I need
Lisa,
I
I
need
mean,
some tissues. I don't have any.
oh man, I got some here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, listen, I meant every word. Since being part of the community, you're always been so welcoming. You give of yourself. You're always trying to help out, the fans, especially new fans that don't really know what it is to experience. Maybe it's the first time. I see you all the time. You'd be surprised. You do a lot of things, and not a lot of people may come up to you and say it, but I notice it because I've been there, during the games and outside before the game and seeing you helping out others and connecting people. And it's just amazing what you do for the community, and that's just one little tiny bit. That's not including everything you do when it comes to community service itself. And I mean, this is why I call you. I don't know if you're officially an ambassador, but for me, you are the ambassador of the
Thank you
Dolphins
so much.
Panther Challenge.
Thank you
15
so much.
years. So talk
Thank
to
you
us
so much.
about that.
About the DCC or
DCC
the
for,
Dolphins
well,
Cancer
you know
Challenge?
what? Let's talk about you first and then DCC.
So what do you want to ask me?
Essentially, why are you so good? Or such a good fan? Like everybody wants to know, how did you become a fan? I don't know. I mean, we've already had that conversation. I want
Yeah, how do you
Why are you so good in the community? What is the funnest part about you being part of the community?
everything. It's just everything. It's not just one experience. It's every single thing from start to finish. It's like being in the neighborhood and people saying, "I know you." You're or calling me Finn or whatever, and talking to little kids and just trying to make a difference, just one little piece at a time. And why am I like the way I am? Is because
Mhm.
for me personally, there's a lot of great parents out there, but for me personally, I have the best two parents that I could have ever had in a million years, and in infinite lifetimes for me. And I say, my parents are no longer physically here, but for me, they're always here. They're with me. Their blood runs through my veins, and it's a blessing. And we were raised to always give back. My dad was the ambassador for the United Way for years. My mom always volunteered uh, from my earliest memory. So it's just something that we do. My brother, my sister, our whole family. That we love it. It's not a chore. It's not work. It's just something we love to do. To put a smile on somebody else's face is everything. That's what it's just everything. I love it. I love it.
I
But
agree.
like I've said so many times, countless times, I could never do what I do without people like you. You're awesome, Miss Fins. You're wonderful. I have nothing but love for you. And there's so many great people in the community that it's just not me, it's all of us. I wouldn't be in this position that I'm in without all of you out there. It takes all of us. One team, one fight.
I agree. I agree. And you know what? That's what I love about it. I love how welcoming, the community is, and you're definitely one of like the key people in it. I still remember when you told me the day of, I'm not gonna get it. I'm like, okay, sure, Lisa, you're not gonna get fan of the year. It's not like nobody voted.
I mean, it's crazy because so many people can say, well, so many people can tell you, you're going to win, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it means everything to me. And I already felt, I would say, I would tell them, you know what? We already won with your comments. That touches my heart. Whether I get the recognition, which I still like, is unbelievable to me. Like,
I know.
I'm sitting here thinking, like, wait, what? To be, in the same Fin laws with Ian, Big E, Mark,
Golf freaky.
Ali, Ali, and
Yeah.
Chris. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? Like, that's elite. I'm getting goosebumps just saying it. I mean, they set the path, and I'm all for it. Like, whatever we can do to make a difference. I mean, what an incredible honor. I love the Miami Dolphins. I'll defend them. They're my they're my family. I love the amazing family at Dolphins Cancer Challenge. I mean, just so wonderful, so amazing. I love it. I love them, and I love our community.
I like that. I love your love, for the community. It's awesome. And and I think that's one thing. Listen, you know me, I will still critique the team because there are things we gotta fix. You know what I mean? And I don't
Right,
think there's anything wrong with that. As a
right,
fan, if you truly love your team, you have to point out in areas that we gotta get better.
for
That's just
sure.
natural. You know what I mean?
Of
Um,
course, of
for being a
course.
diehard fan like we are, I love that we have such a great, close knit, a huge family that we can talk, about
Right,
everything about the team
right,
and still get
right,
along. So that's one
right.
of the things that I love the most about it. Now, this weekend, you and I will be walking, obviously, for Dolphin. It's my first year, so I'm like super
I'm
excited.
so proud of you.
Thank you, and shout out to all the fans. They helped me raise money for DCC, so thank you guys through the T-shirt donation campaign that we were doing, and just the regular donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because it really does go to such a great organization. So I wanted you to talk about it. This is the 15th year. So talk to us. So people who don't know what the Dolphins Cancer Challenge is, they're able to go ahead and get a little glimpse on it.
So this is an initiative to raise money for Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Institute, which is an NCI designated cancer center. That means that they're one of the top research centers and cancer center in the country, and we have them here in our backyard. The money, 100% of the funds that we raise go directly to Sylvester. I mean, a lot of initiatives and fundraising events, you don't have that. You don't have where 100% of the funds go, that go directly to resources to be able to one day find a cure for cancer. I mean, that's incredible. I know these doctors, I know the staff. They are amazing, led by Dr. Stephen Neimer. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Dr. Carmen Kaffa. I mean, they're amazing. And they make you feel very special. They have a support staff. So I'm getting off on a tangent, but your funds go to this. This is what we're doing. Eh, The first year, I think like $600,000 was raised. Last year, you're 14, $12 million. Already in the 15-year anniversary, they're at $9 million. I mean, that's unbelievable. And that's, you are all a part of this. Whether you are a rider, whether you're walking, whether you're volunteering, whether you're donating money, whether you're helping spread the word. That's why we say one team,
Mhm.
one fight. And that's why I say that all the time, because one part, and then we have the amazing staff at Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center. So we cannot have one part without the other. We all work together. And if you are not participating, there's great news. You can still go to the event on Saturday and you could purchase a ticket. 9 and under are free. 10 to 20 years old is only $15. And then adults
Look
are
at
40.
that.
Yeah, adults are $40. And the only thing you won't be able to do is you will not be able to ride, walk, or run, but you'll be able to cheer everybody on. You'll enjoy in all the festivities, which is extraordinary. This is your first year, Miss Phins. You're gonna have a blast. I told you, once you participate, you'll be addicted. There's no way you will never participate again.
And we've had this conversation before. For me personally, like even in my sorority and everything that I've done in high school or anything like that, it's something that I feel like I can not necessarily relate to, but something to where somehow impacted my life in one way or another, and I didn't know this, but then I found out this past year that my aunt did have um did have it. And good thing she's in recovery. And I'm very happy about that. But they didn't tell us. And because of that, I was like, okay, well, you know what? I want to be able to go ahead and join DCC, because now there's some, not that there no, you don't have to have somebody, to be able to join. I want to make that clear. It's just, that's just my philosophy, you know what I mean? Because I'm extremely passionate about everything that I do, and I want it to be, yeah, for the good. And for that particular thing, I'm very happy that I get to walk for her. You're not gonna catch me running. It's not gonna happen unless it's running towards like like a player. Then I'll run to them. But
And
other
there
than
will
that,
be plenty of players there, believe me.
yeah, exactly. So I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. We're still collecting. I'm trying to find my link so I can put it on here, but I'm gonna put it and I'm gonna blast it over. Because I'm still collecting all the final donations, so that probably this Friday I'll be able to put it all in there in the site. But for me, I think it's a great opportunity to give back to the community one way or another. If it's not you, it's a friend, it's somebody's friend's friend, that has been
Right.
affected by this. So it's a great way to support. And you get, I mean, guys, I tell you, come to Lisa and I are always on, before the season start, we always go to training camp. Don't we get to meet so many players?
Yes.
So many
Yes.
signatures we get.
Yes.
So here you could expect that too, from what we've been talking about it. I think it's gonna be a great event. And like you said, you don't have to be part of the actual walk or bike riding, but you can still take in the festivity. So if you're somebody that knew that's maybe thinking about it, what do you think they could expect specifically for that event?
Just there's so much energy there. It's like an incredible energy. And it's also emotional. Many of you know that I lost my mom to cancer. Like within a matter of 17 days, my mom was healthy. She was like it came as a shock, and it's thinking about it, it still does. So once she was diagnosed, cancer has hit my family hard. My dad lost his dad when my dad was only 9 years old, and all his uncles. And my dad was the only one on his side that didn't have cancer. My aunt is a cancer survivor, lost my grandmother, my mom's aunts. So, and then once my mom, once that happened to my mom, oh man, it, it put me at a different level. I was already up here, I was already up there. My mom, my parents were my biggest cheerleaders. My mom would, I would get a donation and my mom would tell me before I even knew it. So once that happened to her, it went, like I said, it's on another level now. And but you can, so it's very emotional as well. It's just not that it's like with the energy, it's emotional because you have hundreds of cancer survivors, people who are dealing with it right now, who are battling cancer right now, that you'll see there. They might come up to you and give you a hug and thank you for participating. It's very emotional. You see the doctors, you'll see firefighters in their full gear doing the 5K. I mean, it's just incredible to see our community, not just our immediate community, but people from all over the globe come here to participate in this event. The Dolphins Cancer Challenge is a model for other
Mm-hmm.
organizations to do the same. I know that Tom Garfinkel has visited other, people come to him asking him, like, how did you do this? They want the model. I mean, we're the number one fundraiser in the NFL and probably in professional sports. So
Probably.
there'll be food, there'll be tons of things for the kids. There'll be all, the garages for the F1. I mean, it's just like incredible. There'll be a concert there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's just I
Here, so
I'm kind
everybody can
of
see it.
speechless when I think about it because it's just extraordinary. And if you have the opportunity, if you don't have any plans Saturday, I recommend that you go to ridedcc.com and get your tickets today and be part of it. And then once you're there, you're going to be like, "Oh my God, next year I'm participating in this." There's Aaron and Molly, you just saw them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's unbelievable.
It's
The
great.
the Dolphins and the University of Miami, the partnership is incredible. To me, it's the best partnership in the world. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
There's going to be a concert at 1:30 with Third Eye Blind, and
that's awesome. And usually it starts around what time do people like, if anybody wants to join, like what time should they be at the stadium?
you mean if with the tickets,
Yeah,
or if they're actually participating?
you can say both.
So let's see. If you're participating in the 99-mile ride, they get there as early as 4:30 in the morning. And then they have breakfast, and then it goes from there. Then I think they take off like around 6:30. Let's see. Um they start at 6, the 99 miles. All the rides are named after our Hall of Famers. So the 99, obviously, JT.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the 54, which starts at 8 a.m., also starts at the stadium after Zach Thomas. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
the 39-mile ride, which is the only ride that doesn't start at Hard Rock Stadium, and that's Larry Zonka, and that starts
Mm-hmm.
at the University of Miami. And then we have the 13-mile ride after the GOAT, Dan Marino, and that starts at the stadium. And then we have and I think that one starts at 10. And then we have the 5K, which starts at about 10:45. And we have the most participants in the 5K,
That'll be
which
me.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then there'll be tons of food, breakfast. Then afterwards, there's a big celebration. If you like alcohol, Oh my, there's, I already said it. There's tons of things going on.
And you
And
can
then,
see it. You can see it. They're going through where the Formula One cars are held
oh,
in the
right,
garage
right,
area. So
right.
you get to
Right.
see, you pretty much are on the track, and you get to see the garages and things like that.
Yeah, it's very cool, very cool. Oh, if you're part of my team, specifically Team Hurricanes Fanatics Fighting Cancer, we will be taking a team picture around 12:30, and I can't wait to see everyone there. Whether you're on my Fanatics Fighting Cancer team or whatever
I'm with Big
team.
E. I'm with Big E's team worldwide. Um,
Dolphins
oh my,
fans.
yes, worldwide Dolphin fans. Thank you. My
Yeah,
brain.
that's awesome. And Big E, I hope you're feeling better. We all do. We're thinking about you all the time.
Yep. I know. That's exactly what Utah Phins fan over there on Twitter was saying. I hope Big E is recovering from his illness. We hope so too. We wish you
Yeah.
nothing but the
And I
best,
hope he
Big
can
E.
make it.
That's
Hopefully
that's
he'll
where
do it.
I'm hoping too. You know, a lot of people want to see him there, especially with everything that he's dealing with. And hopefully,
Yes.
we all wish him well, and that he's better, obviously, and well enough to be able to at least come for the 5K, just to be there with everybody. But I
Right.
totally, it's understandable, if he's not able to make it. But from last conversation, it looks like he will be there. So we have a group chat,
Awesome.
and he did mention it. We have a meet and greet on Friday, so we'll be able to go
Nice.
ahead and, yeah, and see each
Awesome.
other. So for at least I can report from the last conversation that we had in our chat, our group chat, he is going to be
Nice.
making it. So that's one thing
Awesome.
that we look forward to, because obviously we all love each other. Like you said, it really is one team, one fight. I wish that people understood what that meant. It affects everybody in one way or another. Everybody's going through something. That's why I have to remind people, like, real life is real life. Even if it's a Bills fan, and I got plenty of Bill fans, I've got Patriots fans, Jets fans, I tell them real life is more important than our fandom any day of the week. But what were you
Right.
gonna say?
I was going to say it's crazy, but when I was young, like in high school, middle school, elementary school, I didn't think it was possible to be friends with somebody from another team. I didn't, like, like we're, but you know, growing up, that there's awesome fans in every single fan base, you know, and they're just wonderful. They're awesome. They just love their team. I mean, that doesn't, we need to work together. Like, whether you're part of Bill's Mafia, who they're extremely generous, or
We'll give
whatever.
them that.
Yeah, we just have to respect each other, and you can get along. It's so
I
much more than football.
I agree. I totally concur. I had a great experience during the roundtable event and the Jets game that we had this year, and really great Jets fans. I kind of stuck with the ladies, and they're like their guys. They were like all happy, like finally, the girls could go talk somewhere. So we gathered all the lady, and it was the Jets ladies and the Dolphin ladies, and obviously I was there. But it was a lot of fun, to be able to have a. They even donated to DCC as well, which is awesome. And I'm like, wow, you guys are not even in my team. We're rivals, and you understand what it means to give. You know what I mean? And for me, it was just amazing, absolutely amazing how all those fans from other teams still find a way to do it. I don't like the Buffalo Bills or the Jets, but I will give the Buffalo Bills fans, especially when something happens,
Oh
what
yeah.
happened to Tua a couple years ago, um their response in donating to his foundation, things like that, man, even as a rival, it made me tear up. And I
I
gotta give it.
know.
This is one of them. This is one of my biggest Bills fans. He's super Bills Mafia, and
Yeah.
Michael K. I know. Don't look at the name. This is he likes to play on words, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
they really
we're,
do. They do that.
yeah, football is family. And
Hmm.
yeah, we all love the same thing and we all want our teams to win. So we just gotta have to get along. Except except when we're playing.
Can we all just get along at this at this point? Oh, it's funny, but Lisa, what would you like to? Because I know you only got like a few minutes, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. But what would you like to tell to the fans? Oh, last thing, if you got a couple minutes, you went to the Super Bowl as Fan of the Year. Please talk to us about that.
Oh my
Talk
God.
to us about.
You just saying that, I get goosebumps. Just
Look
it
at.
was
Oh my
like
gosh!
it was it, being fan of the year is the most incredible honor of my entire life. Like I can still see the whole thing happening. Amy, my sister, screaming at the top of her lungs. It was just unbelievable. Being at the Super Bowl, not it just from the moment we landed and got
My,
to the airport
my
there in
God!
NOLA, New Orleans, they were so welcoming. The people there were so nice. The Miami Dolphins, shout out to Brianna from the Dolphins. I mean, I could shout out the
Mhm.
entire organization, but she did such an amazing job keeping me up to date, planning my whole itinerary. Wow. I mean, I didn't have to ask her for anything. She just was constantly giving me information. So I really appreciated that. And I would never have been in that position, like I said before, without all of you. But it was the food was awesome. The 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 people were awesome. The parties, the we got to go to the Captain Morgan parties, the behind the scenes things, seeing running into some Miami Dolphins players, Sean Wooden, Teron
Mhm.
Armstead. Oh, a Buffalo Bills legend. I can't even think of his name right now. Tapped me on the shoulder at the Super Bowl experience on my back. And I was like, he told me because we were able to go to NFL honors. And he says he just started talking to me. And I didn't notice
Wow!
until later that he had a whole entourage behind him because I was just focusing on him. I had no idea who he was till he told me. He was actually the NFL legend a couple of years ago. I can't remember his name.
Wow!
I'm sorry. But anyway, so he said, I noticed you at NFL honors, and was just throwing out a bunch of compliments. He said he saw me talking to people, and I was just tearing up. And I said, I can see why you're the NFL legend, and it was just amazing. The whole experience was incredible. Josh Moser was there doing his thing on
Of
Radio
course,
Row. Love Josh.
most.
Everyone loves Josh Moser. Um, and then the all the other fans of the years from all the other teams. Shout out to all them. They are all special and unique. I mean, from our rivals, the Bills, the Jets, the
Mhm.
Patriots, all of them, the Chiefs, every single team. Terry from the Seahawks, all of them. What special people. And the ultimate fan of the year, Megan Stefanski. I
I
mean,
was gonna say Lions, right? Lions.
yeah,
She
Lions.
Lions
What an
fan.
incredible human being. Everybody, everyone,
That
all of
was
them.
so cool. That was so
Yeah,
cool.
I mean,
Let's
just
see.
amazing. Incredible people. We got to hang out together. We have a group chat, and shout out to Sophie, the 49ers fan. Many of you met her at a Dolphins game when we played the 49ers. And the actual Super Bowl, whew, it was crazy. Like
Like be
walking.
like
like
Continue,
just
continue. I'm just like, ah,
yeah, like are you kidding me? We're walking through the gate to go into the Super Bowl in this beautiful stadium, this dome, the Superdome. And I'm telling Amy, "Oh my God, we're walking in and we're just like in total like, are you freaking kidding me? Is this real?" And then we got to experience the fan zone that Captain Morgan had a whole thing going on,
oh,
seeing all the fans, the excitement of all the Eagles and the Chiefs, just and I had my I had my Dolphins 305 towel, and I told Amy from the beginning of the trip, listen, one of our main goals here is to not just spread awareness for the
of
DCC,
course.
but we have to spread positivity and pixie dust everywhere so our Dolphins get to this point soon, whatever it takes, whatever energy we need. So I had that towel out and I'm holding it up throughout the whole Super Bowl, but it was just incredible. I didn't care about the score. To me, all that was irrelevant. Just being able to experience that the entire trip was a once in a lifetime opportunity and an unbelievable honor. So grateful, thankful. I mean, what a blessing to be able to experience that. I mean, just incredible. And seeing the Eagles fans so happy was pretty cool. And I'm
Were they
someone that had
crazy?
a
Were they crazy?
no. I mean,
Good.
it was crazy like on Bourbon Street and all that. Yeah.
Mhm.
But everyone was very well behaved. There was like 650 national Homeland Security. There was
Wow.
like so many um
Law
police.
enforcement.
Oh, so yeah, a ton of law enforcement like
So you
everywhere with
felt
their
safe. Everything
yeah,
felt safe. You knew that you
yes,
were in a good place. No issues or
100%.
anything like that.
Yeah,
Thank God that everything was good and clean.
yeah.
What about that's describe your walk to the stadium, to the Super Bowl stadium. Like, what was that? What did that feel like?
I'm getting goosebumps again, just you saying walking to the Super Bowl. We walked there as a group from the hotel and just like looking all around, just like, oh my God, this is incredible. This so much energy, people throwing the beads throwing the beads
Of
from
course.
balconies or wherever they were and trying to snatch them all up. It was just unbelievable. Like I
That's
can't emphasize
awesome.
that enough. It was priceless. It was a once in a lifetime. The only way I'll ever go back is if our team's in it. I mean, I have to be there, but to go like this, you have no stress in the game because it's not your team. If it were I was thinking, wow, for the fan of the year from the Chiefs and the Eagles, wow, like you're watching your team, and the so the walk was incredible. It was like we were walking down, I don't know, like the land of Oz or something. It's just crazy. Like it's literally
It
like a
doesn't seem
dream.
real, right? It
Yeah,
doesn't.
right. Amy and I just kept looking at each other in amazement of what we were experiencing. And to be able to experience that with Amy, it was extremely special. So awesome. And then, after the game, the Chiefs fans were like, all Chiefs fans that I encountered, they were so nice. They were really cool. It was like almost like they weren't even upset. It was so weird. I guess because they're so good. They've already won two in a row. Who knows?
They're hammered. Yeah, I know we try to keep it PG here, but it is a Super Bowl. And you're in one of the biggest party towns in the planet. You're
Yes.
literally in New Orleans on like how much more cooler could
Yeah.
that have been like,
It could,
holy
yeah,
smokes?
it could not have been any cooler than it was. It was extraordinary. It was like something dreams are made of. It's unbelievable. Never in a million years did I think that that would happen to me. And just so grateful, so thankful. It's like you're just shaking your head and you have goosebumps in amazement. It's so incredible.
That's that's
And
so
our seat
awesome.
and our seats were awesome. We were in the end zone, but we had a perfect view. I'm sure that
Okay.
wherever you sit there is you're gonna have a great seat. Oh, and before we got to walk on the field, which was so cool.
Oh,
We
no.
Yeah,
Before the
so
game?
yes, before the game, all the fans of the year got to go on the field. So like during the week that we were there, because we were there for 5 days, so we went to like the show where ESPN was filming NFL Network and Fox. So we saw
Okay.
those guys when and they let all the plus ones of the fan of the year, they got to be real close to the field, so they were taking pictures and video, so that was really exciting for them too.
Awesome.
So but while we were waiting to go on the field, we were like, in the tunnel area, and famous Jameis Winston comes by, and
Of course.
it was his first Super Bowl. And he was like, I have to meet each and every one of you. So he took the time, probably 30 minutes, I'm not exaggerating, to say hi to every single person, take pictures. I mean, he was so nice. So you've all seen his videos on, well, maybe you haven't, but
Social media,
he's
yeah.
real. So he knows. Have you ever heard of Mary Martinez? She's
Um,
the
I
teacher in
met her.
Providence.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I know that Jameis, he went to FSU. She's a FSU alum, which I'm a diehard Cane, in case you didn't know.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I
Okay.
do.
So I said, I asked him if we could do a video for class. So he did a video for class, and we sent it to Mary, and she showed it to her class. Oh, and Mary, can't wait to see you in class on Saturday. They're participating in the DCC, which is so
That's
awesome.
awesome.
She does an incredible job. I mean, every child should have a teacher like
I agree.
Mary Crippen, sorry. Mary
Crippen, yeah,
Crippen.
because she's married now.
Right.
Lisa.
So I mean,
Kidding.
those kids, and it works both ways. The kids give to her and she gives to the kids. Can't wait to see them at the DCC.
Oh, Lisa, you and Miss Phins are you two
Thank
are so
you,
special. I've
Utah.
enjoyed listening to your conversation. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And
Yeah,
thank
it's
you
all about
so much for all the support, for everyone who's donated to me. I'm almost at $26,000. Our team's
Woo!
almost at 50K. And what I want to tell anybody out there that is still, whether you've reached your goal or not, you're going to reach your goal. Just text your first 10 contacts in your phone individually, ask them for 10 or $20 or whatever. If you've reached your goal, keep going, don't stop. I reached my goal, but cancer is still out there. Every week I have 2 or 3 people that share a story of what's going on. I just had one 2 days ago where her daughter-in-law, young, like 25 years old, and one of us, someone from our community, she's very sick. She's battling. All these stories, with my own personal story, these stories that I get not only from Dolphins fans, but from everywhere, these add up. These inspire me. These motivate me. So I won't stop. As long as I'm breathing, I will be participating. If you all have, if you all want to donate to Just General, you can go to dcc.donordrive.com. If you
I
want
have
to
the
donate,
link up there too. I have my link linked in the chat as well. But you can go to Lisa's page, right? You have it in your page.
yeah, yeah, I have it in my pinned tweet. I have it. You can donate to me there. I also have it in my bio and Instagram. So many of you have donated, including Utah Phins fan, and we appreciate you. And
Hmm.
what's overwhelming to me, which blows my mind more than the, and this is going to tell you everything you need to know about our community, how amazing we are. I have received over 500 donations like that. And
Wow.
every time a
Wow.
donation comes in, I don't care if it's for $10 or $1,000, it's appreciated so much. And it just,
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I just, full of gratitude. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, guys, and it really does go to a good cause. See, I don't. I mean, you don't want to hear it, but there are a lot of things you hear about certain organizations that really don't put all their resources to what they claim to be doing. But this one in particular, you know, they really do. That's another reason why I really love DCC and the fact that they're able to do it. And Color, what's up, Color? He's my co-host on League Wide Wednesday. He says Lisa is a fixture at Hard Rock. I'm not sure I've ever missed her there. You're always
I've
there,
been,
you know.
yeah, this will be my 30, I think 36th year on my own, or 37 as a season ticket
37.
holder. 37. I've only missed a handful of games during that time. One of them was when Amy got married, which I wanted her to change the date, but she didn't. But like,
Lisa,
it's,
you can deal with not going to a game for your sister's wedding. Gosh.
yeah, but anyway, I'm just so thankful. That's the bottom line. Whatever we can do to make a difference, one person at a time, we gravitate towards each other, and we are definitely making a difference. Definitely 100%, and that's the most important thing. We have
I
to,
agree.
if you see someone falling down, literally, or whatever, our
Figuratively.
job is to lift them up, not push them down further. We have to lift people up, and if we could do that, if we could inspire people, then we're doing a great job. We're doing something good. When I was 7 or 6, my mom, she was we had I was in the brownies, and she was the brownie leader, and she said, I want you to do one good deed a week. I took that so much to heart. I could picture us literally in my backyard of my house where I grew up, my mom talking to everybody, and me thinking at that little age that I'm not going to do a good deed once a week. I'm going to do a good deed every day. And I try to do that, because whatever we can do to make our world a better place, it has to start with you. You can't expect someone else to do it. You have to be the one to start it.
I agree. I agree.
Whew.
But you also have to do it to yourself too. Be kind to yourself.
Right.
Be,
For sure.
be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others. I always tell remind,
Excellent.
the fans, like if you can do one thing, it is 100% free for you to just be kind. And I remind people, you never know when that one kindness that you give that person, you could have saved their life and not even knowing. You don't even know how many people's lives you probably have saved by just being kind. You, because we don't know what everybody's going through, and a lot of people
Exactly.
put up a smile, but you don't know what's going on really inside. And it could be that moment of you just being kind, just saying, hello, I see you. How are you doing? Good morning. That could really turn a person's day, a person's life completely different. So that's one thing that for me is spreading that kindness. Definitely I'm all for it because
I love
it
it.
really does make a difference. And I've seen it, growing up, because that's exactly how my parents, brought me and my siblings up. And for me it just comes naturally, and I'm used to it. And one of the major ones, and I remind people, I was on my way to pick up my cousin from her work, and there was this lady. She was just walking. I got out of the car to go into the store, and this lady, she's just walking by herself. She's, probably got some groceries and whatever, and then went about it. And for some reason, I just felt like, "Hi, good morning." And she looked at me like, "Oh my gosh, I'm seen. I'm a human." And I can tell, and it kind of sometimes it might shock you to realize how much of a difference you can make by just being nice and saying, "Hi, good morning." And
It's
I, for me, I love it. I always
true.
say, if I can make somebody chuckle and laugh at least one time, I feel like I did my job.
I
And
love it.
it's the same way, it's the same way you were raised, the same way I was raised. And that's one thing that I love about this community. I mean, we'll talk, we'll talk back and forth with each other like, "You're wrong, you have no idea what you're talking about." But besides that, when it comes to loving our team, when it comes to being, really spreading that love amongst ourselves, we're just an awesome, awesome community. And I love that. And to me, that's why I said it at the beginning. I think you are a great example of what a Miami Dolphins fan is, overall, all around it. And it's not, when you do it when no one's noticing, that's truly when it matters the most, and you do it all the time and people notice. But I don't think that you realize how much you make a difference, and I truly appreciate our friendship. And happy birthday, ma'am. I thought I messaged
Thank
you
you.
on your birthday, and then I looked. I'm like, I didn't say nothing. I'm like, this is weird. I thought I did. And then
Thanks.
I looked and I wrote it and didn't even send it. I'm like, oh God, I guess I'm
Thank
gonna do.
you. It's
Happy birthday
better.
to you.
Thank you. I love it. I'm glad you didn't send it because look, now I'm still getting birthday
I do.
wishes.
You know what? You're gonna.
That's awesome.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Hey.
Yay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we always end the show with, give us your final thoughts. What do you want to talk about, the community, DCC, fan of the year, whatever you want to say to the fans? Go ahead and tell them.
Nothing but love. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Together, we are making a difference. And I mean, can't wait for football season, already counting down the days. But right now, my focus is on 2 days from now, two a
I know.
days. I can't believe it. Dolphins Cancer Challenge 15, the 15-year anniversary. Can't wait to see you all there. We're gonna have a blast. We're making a difference, and I could never do what I do without all of you. And mom and dad, I love you so much. This is all you, and just grateful, extremely grateful.
That's awesome, man.
And
You're
thank you
amazing.
so much. Thank you so much for having me on the show. You're awesome. You're young. You're making a difference, and I love it. I love our friendship. You're keep doing your thing. You're helping so many people every day. You're a great role model for your siblings, and I just love it. So thank you so much. I can't wait to see you all there. And as I always say, one team, one fight.
One fight.
Fins up,
Yeah. There you have it,
baby.
everybody. We'll see you later. And as always, guys, thank you so much for coming through. And we'll see you later. See you on Saturday. Bye
See you
bye.
Saturday.